welcome back to the BFNL Netball Show for 2017. It's a different look, as you can see. My previous co-host, Sean Kelly, has moved on to greener pastures, so I have a new person beside me, and we have Grace Bibby. Welcome, Grace.
G'day, guys.
So Grace has replaced Rhiannon Banner, who has moved on to Netball NT as the Netball Development Manager in Alice Springs. So Grace has been part of our team for a month now? 3 weeks? And how are you finding it?
Yeah, loving it so far. Really looking forward to getting stuck into all the action this weekend.
So a bit of a limited start. We've only got the one game happening, Melton versus Melton South, and that should be a cracker, which we'll touch on soon. But a big thing happened last year, last grand final, most probably one of the best grand finals that we've ever seen in the BFNL. And on that very cold and end up raining day on Saturday in September, we had one of the most epic games ever, where it went from double overtime, and in the end, East Point were victors over North City by the 2-goal margin. Grace, you were there. Tell us a bit about what it was like.
Yeah, pretty incredible to watch, Kim. It went from end to end, and it was just East Point got the better of North in the finish. But yeah, really exciting and really good to see for Ballarat Football Netball League.
It was. There was, because the football game was a little bit one-sided, most of the crowd heard what was going on and come over to us, and it was just a fantastic atmosphere. And let's hope we get another grand final like that this year. It'd be really exciting.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So, some big movements in BFNL Netball this year, and one of them is involving a family member of Grace, and Jordan Bibby is most probably one of the biggest names to come out of this year with her move over to Beaufort in the Central Highlands League, and she's gone there as a coach. Grace, she's pretty excited.
Yeah, she is pretty excited. A new challenge for Jordan, but yeah, she's taken it on with both hands and looking forward to what happens with her season this year.
So a significant player moves out of our league, but to replace her too, just as big players moved into North City with Sasha McDonald and Laura McDonald suiting up for North, and what two replacements they are. Sasha has been selected as vice-captain of the Vic under-17 teams, playing champ for Sovereigns this year, and Laura also played champ for Sovereign for the last 2 years, not playing this year, having a year off. So there'll be a big inclusion in that team and should work beautifully with Stacey McCartney in particular.
Yeah, it'll be a bit different feel at North City this year. They'll have a bit more movement than when they had Jordan in there, so yeah, different tactics, but yeah, I think those two replacements will certainly keep North in good stead this season.
And the other big move is from Sunbury. I'll go out early. I picked it last year when I tipped East to win. I'm going to most probably tip Sunbury to win the grand final this year. I'm going out early. The team that Sunbury have put together this year is just amazing, to tell you the truth. And Adam Balderson's back at the helm there, and he's just pulled every player he can from VNL, and Chloe Curran is back playing champ for Saints as well, so she's there. Ruth Smith's back from overseas. Ali Randall, who's had a year with an English Premier League team, playing Super League over there, has come into the team as well. I think they'll just be a really strong team. So out of that team goes Beck Anstie and Prue Douglas, two of their grand final players over the last few years. What do you think about that, Grace, about the Sunbury connection?
A champion team doesn't always come from champion players, so it'll be interesting to see how they gel on court. But yeah, by all means, looking at it on paper this year, they have got quite the list.
Yeah, and these girls have played together quite a fair bit, so I think they'll be really strong. And we've seen new coaching panel at Ballarat with Gary Cook. Gaz is taking the realms there, and welcome back Hayley Fiddler from a knee injury, and Katie Lindquist after that awful Achilles injury that she sustained last year, and they'll be much better for it. They'll be quite strong this year, I think, as well. They have lost Callie Moran. Yeah. Cal's having a year off as well, so that's another big loss for us, so for our league. So hopefully, I think they'll be really strong though. They've got a really good group of kids as well, and Gary will get the best out of that, as he did with the under-19 Sovereigns girls.
Yeah, I think Hayley Fiddler's obviously a huge inclusion for them. She shoots the ball well and moves around quite well, and with her and Katie coming back in, they'll definitely be an improved team on last year. We
see a bit of a different lineup as well at Redan, with Kate McMahon back at the helm there as well. So Kate returns after having a year with Sovereigns and then a year off last year, but she's back, and Erin Riley's back there as well. And also Cassie Peace is back, so some old stages back again, and that'll make them really competitive.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to see how they go. They have brought in Olivia Jorgensen. She's in the Sovereigns under-19 team. Can go from shooter to keeper quite easily. Very, very versatile player. So it's great to see the clubs bringing the youth in as well. Backers, Susan Watson back in the lineup as well. I'm not sure if you know who Susan is, but she's been one of their strongest players for a long time, and it's great to see Emily Bettio back in the team too after having a pretty bad accident, and so really great to have her back, as well as a move from Redan from Meg Collins has gone to Backers as well. Meg's down doing uni in Melbourne, so not as far to travel for her, just to Backers. So looking for some good things at Backers. They've got a new coach there, Michael Saker, as well, so Michael should do pretty well, and he's been a men's team state representative and Australian representative, so I think it's they'll be a lot more competitive this year. Tell me about what you know about East. They've lost a couple of big ones too.
Yeah, so obviously Kate McLeod's their big one. She's out, not coming back to BFL this season, so she's a huge loss for them. She was pivotal in their grand final win last year, and obviously Lauren Atkinson is another one. She's gone still travelling around overseas, so they'll lose a bit of run out of their mid-court and a bit of height out of defence, so they're two key players that they'll need to replace.
And Lakers are pretty steady as they go, with Katie Williams taking over as coach there. A big out for them as well is Molly Boyle. I think she's gone to Tatura as a coach there. So a couple of girls out of our interleague squad as well that we'll miss this year, but I'm sure we'll have others to replace them. But Ali Brewer has stepped up from the 19s and is going to be a player to watch, and she's a player of the future. So really exciting, some things to come over the next season. And Grace, I've already put it out there, and I've picked my team who I think is going to win this year. What about you? Go out there. Make the bold prediction.
I don't know who I think I'll win. Maybe, I don't think East Point will be back-to-back for some reason, but I'll probably go with you on Sunbury. East Point and North Ballarat might fall away a little bit.
My old partner in crime, we used to split it. We never used to go the same. So
no, I'll agree.
All right, okay.
I reckon Ballarat will be the big improvers,
Yeah,
though.
I think so. But we look to Saturday's game, the first game of the round, and this is a standalone game. I think it's brought forward from round 13. So, of course, it's put forward to welcome the big gun into our league for football, Brendan Favola and the new look Melton South. But not only on the football field does Melton South look good, they're also looking pretty good off the field, on the court as well. Melissa Klimas has put together a whole new team, and it does look very, very different. I think one of the recruits of the season that she's pulled in is Beck Corwell. Beck is a VNL player for North East Blaze. She was a premiership player with Riddle last year in the RDFL, and also been a premiership player when Melissa coached Macedon at Macedon. A big, tall posting shooter is exactly what she needs, and has what Melton South need, and has played a lot with Alexis. And they've also brought in Jess Payne and Maddie Payne, and also Emmy Tebble. So their mid-court will look extremely different. Mix that in with their kids. Paris Disco, as we discussed last name, the best name in the BFL, I think. I think they'll be the big improvers this year as well. But they take on Melton, and not too many changes at Melton. Renee Hulls' move over to Darley, and Katie Kowalski takes over as coach there. So I think this will be a really competitive game. Talia Coverdale is also stepping into the wing deep position, so she'll be really strong as well. My word I've heard off the street this week is Beck won't play on, she's away for Easter, I think, so she won't play this week, which will really hurt them. However, I still think they might just get over the line. I'm going out for Melton South this week.
Yeah, and I think
putting it on the line.
I'll agree with you again, Melton South for me.
Okay, so there you go. Short and sweet, and we hope we're trying to cut it down a little bit, because we kept all you guys so long last year. It was blame Sean for prattling on so much. But great to be back, great to have netball, and we look forward to seeing everyone next week. Happy netballing.